everybody. Welcome back to This Monstrous Life. I'm Frank Dietz. I'm going to talk a little bit today about a movie that I absolutely love. I watch it at least once a year. But the funny part about it is the year in which it was supposedly set. Okay. The poster right behind me there is a great poster, by the way. I love the artwork on it. Is for the movie A Boy and His Dog. This is such a wonderful poster, and one of the funniest things about it, if you take a look, you'll see that this movie supposedly took place last year, in the year 2024. The movie came out, I think, in 1979. It was directed by L.Q. Jones, who was a terrific character actor, appeared in a lot of westerns. Sam Peckinpah loved to use him in his films. He didn't direct a whole lot of movies, but he did a bang-up job with this one. Based on a novella by Harlan Ellison, it takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where the top side of the earth is barren and filled with scavengers and creepy monsters that you only hear. You don't actually see them, but you don't need to. And it follows the story of a boy and his dog. Vic, whose real name is Albert, apparently, the dog keeps reminding him. Vic is played by Don Johnson, and he's just this kind of dumb, horny scavenger living off the land. And his partner is Blood, a dog, but a telepathic dog, because apparently lots of dogs in this future are telepathic. What Blood does for Vic is basically sniff out food, women, anything else that they need just to survive, because it is a fight to survive. It's very it's before Road Warrior, I think, but very similar in the look of it all, at least on the outside of the world, top side. There is also an underground area which is run by Jason Robards, and it looks like 1950s suburbia. It's all very neat and tidy, and everyone there just kind of lives this weird retro lifestyle. And what happens is that Blood leads Vic to this beautiful woman who has no business, it would seem, being on the surface of the earth. And she essentially is bait to lure him down into the underground. Now, at first it seems great, but the only thing is that Vic leaves Blood behind on the surface, because the woman who has basically seduced him into following her doesn't want the dog to go. However, once Vic gets down there, it turns out that things are not so perfect as they seem to be. Because it turns out that all of the men that live down in this underground society are sterile from the radiation from the atomic bombs or whatever it is. And so every once in a while, they have to go up to the surface and find a male who can then come down and impregnate all of the women. Well, at first, Vic seems like this is a great job, right? So what? I just got to knock up your ladies? Okay, great. But, it's not really it's not that nice. We're not giving too much away, but it isn't the pleasant experience he expected it to be. And eventually, Vic realizes that his life on the surface with Blood was better than what's down below. And I watched the movie recently again with my friend Melinda, and she pointed out that on the surface, you're not safe, but you're free. Below the surface, you're safe, but you're not free. And that's the dilemma that Vic has to face, basically. And there's a funny little twist at the ending. Again, I'm not gonna spoil that for you, but the movie is really fun. It's not for everyone. Believe me, it's gritty. It's sexy. It's at times very unpleasant, and misogynistic to a certain degree for sure. But the character of Blood, who was voiced by actor Tim McIntyre, is hilarious because he's way smarter than Vic and is constantly like making fun of him. And which leads to this wonderful banter between Don Johnson's character and the dog. One of my favorite lines I laugh every single time is is Blood saying to Don Johnson, "Yeah, pull up your pants, Romeo." It's out of context here, but when you see the movie, you'll get why it's funny. Um, but it's a really, really good film, and not a lot of people talk about it. It probably just played like drive-ins back in the day. But I found it to be in possibly even my top 10 all-time movies. I love it to death. So I highly recommend you seeking it out. You'll have a good time, unless you don't, because it is kind of rough in spots. But I think most of my fans here would probably like it a lot. So until next time, please do me a favor, if you will, like this particular video and please subscribe. It really helps me out a lot to gain subscribers for this to keep this channel going. I hope that you're enjoying it. If you've been following and if you're just now joining me, welcome. Now, I don't know about you, but I still do not have a telepathic dog who cracks jokes. I sure would love that. In the meantime, Frank out.